Boy, do I have a book to talk about with you guys today. So we're going to go ahead and do a makeup inspired look by the book. So if you're curious what the book is about, it's about a man named Linus Baker, and his sole purpose and his sole job is to go to orphanages and see if they are safe. If they deem to be unsafe, he will go back and he will tell them to basically shut it down. So that's his sole purpose. And so he goes to the house in the Cerulean Sea because they have all magical creatures. They want Linus to see if it's a safe environment or a unsafe environment. When Linus gets there, he sees that there are these 6 magical kids. And at first he's very like, whoa, I understand why I'm here. These kids are very different and crazy, and they're on this island solely for a reason. They don't want the kids to get off of the island because they're very magical and they scare the human people. No particular order, the first person I'm going to be talking about is Chauncey. I'm going to go ahead and pop photos up here for you guys because you guys have to see the character. Chauncey is basically like this green slime creature, I would say. And basically Chauncey's whole favorite thing to do in the world is to become a bellhop. That's like his sole purpose. He wants to clean Linus's room, clean his laundry. Then we meet a wyvern named Theodore. Now, Theodore is so now they explain Theodore so cute. So Theodore always wants some sort of treasure. And so Linus, being a really suited button-up guy, he always gives Theodore his buttons, which I just think is so cute. And then he keeps like a little pile of buttons in his little nest. And then we have Sal, who is very new to the orphanage. So he had a very unfortunate circumstance in his past orphanage. So he's only been living here in this house for about 3 months, and he's our shapeshifter. So he actually, whenever he gets scared, he changes into, I think it's a Pomeranian that he changes into, but he changes into a dog, and then he'll like skittish and run off because he gets scared of things around him. We have Fee and Zoe that are our pixies. Explains them with really pretty wings. They're very beautiful. They have magical powers, of course. And we have Talia. She's actually a garden gnome. He actually meets her first. She is obsessed with her garden. I think she's absolutely hilarious. She was one of my favorite characters in the book because the stuff that would come out of her mouth was just hysterical. We have Lucy, aka Lucifer. So it's a little boy who's about 6 years old, and he's our scariest little guy. He's basically the whole reason Linus is up there because everyone's scared of the Antichrist, which they don't like to call him that. But obviously, he needs to be well taken care of because he's a little bit of a scarier character. And then last but not least, we have basically the dad of the manor, the caretaker, Arthur. A little bit throughout the book, they kind of explain that Arthur may or may not have some own powers of his own, which I got it wrong, which I love that because